Hey everyone, welcome to the CyberNetters System Administration course. I'm Andrew Yick, and today we'll be diving into the fundamentals of scripting and automation, a key skill for IT professionals looking to streamline and optimize their workflows. By the end of this session, you have a more clear understanding of what scripting is, the tools created to create and execute scripts, and how automation can save you time and reduce errors in managing IT systems. So let's jump in and get started. Before we dive in, let's quickly cover what we'll be discussing today. First, we'll define scripting, what it is and how it's used. Then, we will look at scripting languages and tools, like PowerShell and Windows Script host. Finally, we'll highlight the importance of automation in IT and how it helps save time and reduce errors. Let's get started. A script is simply a sequence of instruction that tells a program what to do. Scripts are written in scripting languages, which are designed to be simpler and easier to use than traditional programming languages. There are two main types of scripts. The first is client-side scripts. These run on the user's device, like JavaScript on your web browser. And then there's server-side scripts, which they run on a server and handles tasks like processing data or generating web pages. Scripting is all about automating tasks and making processes more efficient. Let's think about scripting languages, the tools that we use to write scripts. Think of scripting languages like different types of tools in a toolbox. Some are designed for very specific tasks, like a wrench for tightening bolts, while others, like a Swiss Army knife, can be used for a variety of jobs. Scripting languages are similar. First, we got the application-specific languages. These are like the single-purpose tools tied to a specific application. For example, VBScript and JScript are designed to work in browsers or particular environments. Then, we got the general-purpose languages. These are more like your multi-tool options, such as Python and Perl, which can be applied to countless scenarios and systems. One thing that makes scripting languages unique is they're interpreted, not compiled. Imagine giving instructions one step at a time instead of preparing everything in advance. This makes testing and fixing scripts faster and more flexible. Let's dive into Windows Script Host or WSH, the tools that help automate operating system tasks. Think of WSH as the central command center for running scripts on Windows. It has three key components. First is the core. This is like the control room, managing the overall execution of your scripts. And then you have the scripting engine. This provides the language support, kind of like a translator, making sure the script's instructions are understood. And then you have your host. This is the execution platform, the one actually running your scripts. These are two options. WSScript, which is a graphical version that shows output and pop-up dialog boxes, and CSScript, which is a command line version that runs scripts in the terminal. WSH replaces old school batch files and makes automation much more flexible. So why do you think having both graphical and command line script host is useful? And which one would you prefer to use? Next up, let's talk about PowerShell, one of the most powerful tools for scripting and automation in Windows. PowerShell is both a scripting language and an interactive shell designed specifically for Windows. It is gradually replacing the command prompt by offering a much more advanced and flexible set of features. Here's some key things to know about PowerShell. It works seamlessly with technologies like .NET and WMI, which allows it to interact deeply with the Windows system. It provides cmdlets, small command line tools specifically designed for automation tasks. Best of all, it's available by default on modern versions of Windows, starting from Windows 7 and Server 2008 R2. PowerShell is like upgrading from a basic toolkit to a full professional setup. It makes managing tasks faster, easier, and more efficient. So have you used command prompt before? And what tasks do you think PowerShell might handle better? Let's take a closer look at the syntax of PowerShell, which is designed to be simple, logical, and powerful. Here are the core elements. We first have cmdlets, which are the basic building blocks of PowerShell, written in a word noun format. For example, get command, which retrieves the list of available commands, and stop service, which stops a running service. This format makes it easy to understand what each command does at a glance. The second one is objects. PowerShell doesn't handle plain text, it works with objects. Objects represent entities, like a running service, with properties or attributes and methods, actions that you can perform. This makes PowerShell incredibly flexible for managing systems. And then we have variables, which store data and always start with a $sign symbol. For example, $A equals get service. This stores all services running on the system into the variable $A. By combining these elements, you can create scripts that are both powerful and easy to read. Let's take it up a notch and explore some of the advanced features of PowerShell that make it such a powerful tool for automation. So we first have the pipeline, which allows you to pass the output of one command as the input and adder, making it easy to chain commands together. For example, get service pipe format table. This lists all the running services and format to the output into a table. File operations, which makes handling files a breeze with built-in commands like get content, reads data from text files, export CSV, which saves data to a CSV file, perfect for sharing or reporting. And then we have flow controls and loops, which automates repetitive tasks for structures like for loops, which repeat a task after a specific number of times, while loops, which runs a task as long as the condition is true, and if statements, executes tasks based on conditions. These features allows you to streamline workflows and handle complex operations efficiently. So which of these advanced features, pipeline, file operations, or loops, do you think would save you the most time in your daily tasks? PowerShell scripts are saved as .ps1 files, which contain a series of commands to automate tasks. To run these scripts, you need to configure an execution policy, such as remote signed, which allows signed scripts to run, unrestricted, which runs all scripts but may pose a security risk. Scripts can also accept arguments and be executed directly from the command line using PowerShell.exe. PowerShell remoting allows you to execute commands on remote machines, making it a powerful tool for managing systems without needing direct access. These are the three main methods for remoting: RPC, DCOM, and LDAP. These are the legacy protocols and have limited functionality. WMI works well for older systems and is limited to tasks involving WMI objects. WSMan, the most modern and robust option, including WinRM, Windows Remote Management, for secure and reliable remoting. By enabling remoting, you can manage multiple machines from a single console, saving time and effort. Let's talk about task automation, which is a crucial part of streamlining IT workflows. Automation is achieved using scheduling tools that run scripts or programs at a specific time or in response to events. So we have the Windows Task Scheduler, which is a built-in tool that lets you schedule scripts or programs to run automatically. And then we have the Linux Unix cron, which uses cron jobs to automate repetitive tasks often used for server maintenance or backups. These tools help reduce manual effort, improve efficiency, and ensure that critical tasks are executed consistently. While scripting and automation are incredibly powerful, it is important to remember they can also pose security risks. Malicious scripts can be used to exploit systems, so it's essential to take precautions. So first is the digitally signed scripts, which ensures that the script comes from a trusted source and hasn't been tampered with. And to restrict execution policies, which limits what scripts can run, such as requiring signed scripts, which helps reduce the risk of running harmful code. By implementing these security measures, you can use automation safely and effectively in your IT environments. That wraps up our overview of scripting and automation. We have covered everything from the basics of scripting and scripting languages to advanced PowerShell features, task automation, and security best practices. I hope this gave you a clearer understanding of how scripting and automation can simplify tasks and improve efficiency in IT. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay secure and keep learning with CyberNetters.